Okay, just to review, we've gone over how some of the colorways that you find on your color chart blend much better through all the colors than some others. For example, the corals versus the lavenders, which there are only 3 right here, but you have some of that, just some of the blending capabilities between the lightest and the darkest are not there. So let's talk about ones that worked great, shades, and how you got a real depth of shade against, or when you drew from colorways that might seem to be unrelated. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. And now here's a color that I got from the video that Crafter's Companion puts out from Spectrum Noir. And she was doing some brickwork. This could be flesh, this could be wood on a fence or anything, but here is an example of one of the colorways. I'll have some close-ups again. I guess you could have just gone all flesh for this, but if you can see, there's a really nice gradation with only 3 colors of pens, from something really nice, a little bit richer, and then kind of get a little bit darker. Here's another great example. I love this color. This was one I came up with, which is a gray. There's a little bit of more of the blue, and then it gets to a really nice deep hue value. Or even over here with the oranges. Now, what makes this unique and why it's not just kind of written in for you here is that the pens came from 3 different groups. For example, this one, I'm going to call it Brickwork, uses an FS2, Flesh, TN2, Tan 2, and then GB1, Gold Brown 1. So you're pulling from the Flesh to the tan to the gold brown. And it's not just like you went flesh 1, tan 2, gold brown 3. No, they're a combination of 1s and 2s. And you know, how did that get discovered? Well, Leanne told me on this one. And like on some of these others, you'll see you just got to play around with it. So what I did to make it easier on myself is I really just sketched out a whole bunch of little color just drew some circles and put all these color wheels together, basically. Then I punched out with just a simple little circle punch, the same kind of cardstock that I'm using primarily, which I purchased from Crafter's Companion, so it would get the same kind of smooth blending characteristics. I have done the similar sort of thing with other ink pads, particularly my distressed inks, and I've made a little color chart for myself. So that way, when I know that, all right, I've got this series of umbrellas I'm going to color in, I would like to do one in an orange. What's going to get me the best orange and kind of take me through my colorways so I get the shading in the darker parts that I want to the lighter parts without having to spend all this time coloring and scribbling and writing down the numbers. It takes you about 3 times as long to do that. So if I wanted to color my umbrella, oh, beautiful. Ooh, I like that purple. And this one goes to a really nice, dark, deep, rich purple. Or here's a green. Now this one's pretty easy. It's the Bright Pinks 1, 3, 4. They're all in the same color line. But if I wanted this yellow, and I've called this one lemon because it reminded me of that so much. This one is a citrus 1, citrus 2, citrus green 1. Seriously, citrus green. Can you believe that's citrus green in there? And then the fluorescent 3, which is your bright fluorescent yellow. Love it. Some of these come from the resources section on the D, some of these ideas. I will post some links on my blog, like where you can find the color chart to start downloading it. And also I'll have stills following that have close-ups of all the colors and the pen combinations, so that if you wanted to start putting together some of yours or use them as a jumping off place, you have the ability to do that too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying your Spectrum Noir pens, and I'm hoping you're having an especially crafty day. Bye.